Hi, I'm Dr. Purvi Sahai. I'm a pediatrician at COPC, and I'm here with...
I'm Serena Sahai. I am 9 years old and I'm going into 4th grade.
And we are here to talk about a book called Fish in a Tree by Linda Mullally Hunt. And I'm going to talk to Serena a little bit about this book and what she thought about it. So Serena, can you tell me, when did you read this book?
I read it a couple months ago.
And what do you think? What did you like about it?
I think it was a really good one.
Why did you read it?
Well, my big sister said it was really good, and then you recommended it to me.
Yes, I did. So she read Fish in a Tree, and I'm going to just kind of go through and we're going to ask what this book is about, what she enjoyed, and why we chose it to talk about today. So what is this book about, Serena?
It's about a 6th grade girl named Allie. She has a reading problem, and that gives her a lot of challenges she needs to face.
Okay. And what are those challenges? What kind of challenges does she go through?
Facing bullies, succeeding in her classes, and some of her teachers have given her the label of troublemaker since she uses those types of excuses to cover up her reading struggles.
Yeah. Does that make her kind of feel lonely?
Very lonely, yeah.
Does she have a lot of friends?
No, she doesn't have any friends at all.
So she's in middle school in 6th grade going through all of this. That's pretty tough.
Yeah.
All right. So what kind of changes in the book? So she's, kind of going through these things and feeling alone and feeling like teachers don't appreciate her. She doesn't feel smart. What happens?
So she gets a new teacher who spends a lot of time with her, gives her these special classes, which helps her. She, her teacher encourages her and teaches her in the way her brain works.
Does she find out what's special about her and the way her brain is working and thinking?
So her teacher finds out she has this thing called dyslexia, which is causing her reading struggles.
Okay, so once she finds that out, what happens? So this teacher's helping her, spending more time, including her. Does she start doing better?
Yeah, she starts doing a lot better because she's more happy and she's motivated. When she starts to accept herself, she starts to accept other people and make friends with them.
So she becomes more confident. That's great.
Yes.
So one thing that's interesting is the title of this book. It's called Fish in a Tree. And that's an interesting title. And can you talk to us a little bit about why it's called Fish in a Tree? And I'm just going to give it to you so maybe you can read a little bit of it.
So in the inside, there's this quote that has this in the title. It's, "If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its life believing it is stupid."
Yeah.
So-
So how do you think that kind of plays into what this book was about?
So she thought that people were like telling her she's not smart, she can't do it. So she kept going down with all those negative comments.
So she felt like she was a fish in a
Yeah.
tree rather than a fish in an ocean where she would be great, right?
Yes.
So it seems like this book was kind of about including everyone and how everyone might be going through something different, a challenge that's unique to them, but that doesn't make them any less, and it doesn't make them necessarily worse or stupid is the word she used, right? So she just had to find her place, and in that way she found a way to be included. I'm going to read a little bit about this book from the back, just to give you an idea. But before I do that, I wanted to ask you, so you're going into 4th grade, and this book is about a 6th grader. Who would you recommend this book to? Would you recommend it for elementary school aged kids, middle schoolers?
Since this is about a middle schooler, probably I'd recommend it to
Middle schoolers?
Yeah.
But also maybe your age group, because I'm sure there are kids that you could probably kind of think about that you might see or experience, throughout your elementary experience. Okay. So the back of this book, it says, "Great minds don't always think alike. Allie has been smart enough to fool a lot of smart people. Every time she lands in a new school, she's able to hide her inability to read by creating clever yet disruptive distractions. She's afraid to ask for help. After all, how can you cure dumb? However, Allie's newest teacher sees the bright, creative kid beneath the troublemaker, helps to shine a light on her gifts. As her confidence grows, Allie feels free to be herself and get to know other kids who break the mold. When the outsiders start to fit in, surprising things begin to happen in Allie's classroom that show there is a lot more to her and to everyone, more than a label. So this was a great book. I think I agree with Serena, probably a really good one for upper elementary aged kids and early middle school to talk about inclusion and to understand that everyone has something that they're dealing with. And if we are able to understand and accept that, we can be inclusive and create an environment that is great for everyone involved. So this is our book pick for the Great Beginnings Book Club through COPC, and we hope you enjoy it as much as we did.